Hi guys, and welcome to the best of 2022 roundup from Headphone Zone. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 2022's best desktop DACs and amps. Now, this is going to be a very interesting category. We've seen several new releases over the course of this year, and we're going to be asking our resident audiophiles and our headphone gurus, we've got a panel of 5 of them, what they think is the best desktop DACs and amp of this year. There are only 2 criteria. The first is that the product had to have released in 2022, and the second is that it has to be easily available to purchase for people in India. Now with that, let's ask the guys what they think is the winner in this category.
Alright, so one of my favorite desktop DAC and amp for this year has to be the Hi-Fidelity EF400. Purely because of one single reason. At 50,000 rupees, you can experience what an R2R DAC or the R2R technology sounds like. On top of that, you get possibly all the connections that you can think of, and this just makes it a steal deal if you ask me.
So my favorite DAC from 2022 has to be the Gustard R26. Now R2R DACs are really popular for their analog sound, but they're not very clear. But what the R26 does is really clear along with a good soundstage and imaging. That's the reason it's my favorite. Also pro tip, pair it to the tube amplifier and you'll love it.
Fuck me, that is what Hi-Fi Audio's Zen DAC V2 must have told itself when FIO released this bad boy, the FIO K7. With almost 4 times more power output, its amazing balanced output as well as digital inputs and analog outputs at the back, it's a phenomenal product. I pair it with a wide variety of headphones like the Sennheiser HD660S, which doesn't sound that good on the Zen DAC, but it sounds much better on these.
So in order to have a good DAC and amp, I think you got to nail both parts equally. And I think that's what Person Audio have accomplished with the Conductor 3X GT. The DAC in itself is using an ESS DAC, which is pretty well detailed, but it doesn't stop over there. It also comes with swappable op amps, which takes the finer tuning of the DAC to next level. The amplification in itself is completely insane with around 10 watts of power, which can pretty much drive any headphone out there. Couple that with probably some of the fancy features like the added Bluetooth functionality, multiple digital inputs, plenty of analog outputs. I think this thing in itself is an absolute beast, and no questions asked, this is hands down the best product.
The best desktop DAC and amp for the year 2022, I like this one. This is the FIO K9 Pro. It's got a lot of things that I think desktop flagship amplifiers and DACs should have. One, it's got a phenomenal ESS saver implementation, top of the line. 2, it's got shitloads of power. Both of these in my books makes it a true flagship DAC and amp. It sounds brilliant. Pair this along with 9 out of 10 headphones and it'll make it sound even better. Now, why is it the winner for me this year? It's because it's for 60,000 rupees. It's a fraction of the cost of what you would pay for a lot of the other flagships out there in the market. And I honestly think FIO has absolutely nailed this one. The inputs, the outputs, the way it sounds, it's just phenomenal value for money. Okay guys, I'm sure that everybody thinks that the DAC and amp that's sitting on their desk is, in their opinion, the best one out there. So it'd be really interesting to see if you agree with some of our choices for the best DACs and amps of 2022 in a desktop form factor, or if you guys have any other suggestions, drop them in the comments section below. We'd love to read them.